God's vulnerability. That whole idea might kind of rub you the wrong way. If you've been yeshiva trained, if you have any background in Jewish philosophy, you're kind of thinking, just wait a minute here. How can we even talk about God being vulnerable? God's all powerful. God's completely self-sufficient. God's perfect. He's unchanging. This is just basic Jewish theology. The truth is, we aren't the first people to be perplexed by these problems because the Torah itself seems to use language of vulnerability. The Torah speaks of God being sad, about God regretting things. How do we even understand that? So the Ramban says when the Torah speaks of God's emotions, it's teaching us about a relationship that God actually chooses of his own free will to have with creation, with humanity. It's not talking about a limitation in God's nature. On the contrary, it's actually talking about something which is magnificent of God. The Arizal talks about Tzimtzum in God creating the universe, this idea that God contracts himself. But it's not just that God contracts himself in creating the universe in some kind of physical way. It's also emotional. Part of Tzimtzum is that God chooses to reach out to us and have a relationship with the universe, a relationship with us in love. And love, by definition, always implies a kind of vulnerability. What if that love isn't reciprocated? If I care about the other, what if they choose not to care about me? Does that make you weak? No. When you make yourself vulnerable to those you love, it's one of the most powerful things you can do in life.